guys, it's Jeff, and I am having breakfast with this beautiful smoothie bowl that I made. It took me a little bit of a while to make because I was kind of fluffing it up for Instagram, but it doesn't look pretty anymore. I already started digging into it. It kind of just looks like a hot mess. So what I got going on in here is like this, half of it is like a smoothie pack that I found at Whole Foods the other day. It had like, what did it have in it? Cherries, blackberries, apricots, figs, kale, I think, or something. So I decided to give that a go. Actually had one yesterday and it was really good, so I probably wouldn't buy it again, but it was really good. But I used that with some almond milk and some bananas to make a smoothie bowl. And the other half is just blueberries, bananas, and almond milk and flaxseed to kind of give like a, I don't know, galaxy kind of bowl. I don't know. And then I topped it with some cashew yogurt. This stuff that I've been telling you guys about. It's this Forager brand cashew yogurt. It's really delicious. I just buy the unsweetened kind. And then it has blueberries, mango powder, which I just pureed some freeze-dried mango in a blender and just kind of sprinkled it on. And then there's hemp seed and cashews, and I think that's it. So I'm going to eat this and listen to the symphony of leaf blowers that are going on outside my house. I don't really have anything much planned today, so this might just be like a foodie video, which I don't think I can complain about. So good. And my hair is kind of getting out of control. Don't know if you noticed in the last video, but I've been growing it out. I don't know how I feel about it. When my hair gets like this, I kind of look like Prince. That's what people used to call me in high school when I had curly hair. I don't know why. I don't really think I look like Prince. I mean, I guess my hair does kind of look like Prince's hair, but... Okay guys, so it is a leg day. I am off to the gym and I'm actually really pumped for this workout. Usually a leg day isn't that exciting, but I don't know, I'm just feeling it today. It feels great. Like yesterday I wasn't feeling like 100%, so after I got into the workout though, like I felt really good, and like it just felt awesome after the workout. And that's why like I really love working out, is that feeling after you're done with the gym. You just feel like invincible. So we are heading to the gym with my beautiful little car. His name is John Waters, if you're familiar with John Waters and his filthy films. And of course you have to have some vegan swag on your car. I do love this car. I really wish that I could have an electric car. This car was actually a really cheap car, brand new. It was like $13,000, which is really ridiculously cheap. It is a really tiny car, and I kind of like small cars. I don't really like big cars, but I hope that one day I can get an all-electric car. I've always wanted like a Prius, or maybe I could get a Tesla. It's really awesome to see like the electric car market starting to finally blow up, because I remember maybe even just like 5 years ago people didn't want to release electric cars. They thought it was a bad idea, but it's not a bad idea at all. Like, it's just so much better for the environment, and I just don't get it why we haven't had electric cars, because we've been able to produce them for a very long time now, and now people are finally just catching on to it. But yeah, I love my little car, John Waters, but it would be nice to have a Tesla with the vegan option. So, workout complete, leg day is over. Leg day is probably my least favorite day. I don't necessarily have like a good reason. It's my least favorite day. But yeah, I felt like I was in there for like 3 hours. I was only in there for like an hour and a half. But yeah, it is like leg day is awesome in the fact that like I have really skinny legs and I've seen them like change, and it's just incredible to see them be able to do that because I never thought it was possible. I've always had like those like really skinny like chicken legs. But yeah, they're like growing and it's weird, and yeah, going to the gym has just been just mind-blowing seeing how my body has been changing the past few months. It's just amazing. But workout complete. I am heading home, I think. Aaron's off work early, so maybe we'll go do something. I don't know. But I'm probably going to go home and eat something first. So I know this doesn't look too exciting at all, really. It just is a bowl of rice with some salsa. But I have a really amazing dinner plan, so I am saving all of my energy for that. But I also have some citrus fruit that I want to eat. I have like a blood orange, a pomelo, and I think it's just like a regular navel orange that I'm gonna eat as well after this, because I need to eat them because they've been sitting in my fridge for a while now. And sometimes the simple meals are really important because sometimes I spend a lot of energy making these beautiful like bowls or dishes for Instagram, and it just takes like twice as long to make. So sometimes just having a bowl of rice with salsa is what's needed. So I got all the citrus fruit right here, and I didn't do a very good job cutting it, but that's fine. I never do a good job when I cut like oranges and stuff like that. But I have some pomelo right here. It's like a giant looking grapefruit kind of. And it kind of looks like grapefruit too, actually. But I've never had this before, so I wanted to try it. I also got some, I think they're like Manellos or whatever they're called. I don't buy like oranges and citrus that often other than like limes and lemons. But I also have some blood orange in here, which I love, and I've had it like for like a couple weeks in my fridge, so I definitely need to eat it. And I think it was like the season for blood oranges because they were like everywhere. So I'm gonna try this pomelo right here because I've never had it. So it kind of tastes like grapefruit, but not like as like, sometimes grapefruit has that like bitter taste. It kind of tastes like a little bit like sweeter grapefruit. It's actually really good. Yeah, I'm kind of liking them. The only thing is that I don't know if they sell it by pound. I don't remember when I bought it, but it's a lot of like rinds and like whatever that white part is. It's like a super like thick layer of it. So I'm on my way to the health food store because I want to go pick up a kombucha because I haven't had one today, and kombucha is life. So I'm just sitting here in the park with kombucha. This one is actually really tasty. It's the blood orange and hibiscus. It's like their in rose flavor. It's like the winter edition. I love when they come out with these like special edition kombuchas. The last one I think was fall, and they made this like kind of like spiced kombucha, and then in last summer they made this like watermelon kombucha, which was really good. And I think that they sell it now as like a regular flavor. But I thought I would kind of just hang out here at the park for a second since it's actually a really nice day. and I thought I would talk about kind of like the pros and cons of like moving a lot and living in different places, and kind of just like my experiences living in different places. So I've been here in Savannah for like a year now, and I've lived here previously, like I've mentioned in the last video I made. It's been really nice to be back here, and it's such a beautiful city, which I will share with you guys in a future video. I kind of want to do like maybe like a couple part series on Savannah and like vegan restaurants, because well, there's only 2 vegan restaurants here, but I kind of just want to focus all my energy on that video instead of just showing you in different little videos here and there. But yeah, so I've lived probably I've probably moved every year and a half for the past like 8-9 years. It started off when I moved from like West Virginia to Pennsylvania, and then after that I moved here to Savannah, and then to New York, and then we went to Japan for 2 months, and then we moved back to Pennsylvania, and then we moved to Seattle, and then we moved back to Pennsylvania again, and then we moved back here to Savannah. And I mean, we've been to like other places on trips like Canada, and we went to Italy last December, and we when we moved to Seattle, we drove across the entire country, so that was awesome. But we'll kind of start with the pros of like moving around a lot and like living in different cities. So obviously one of the big pros is that you meet so many different people. You meet people from like all different walks of life, yeah, different cultures, ethnicities. It's just amazing, especially living in like cities like Seattle and New York and Japan, obviously. Just meeting like tons of different people. And another pro to living in like several different places is just getting to travel and kind of experiencing a place without just having like a fleeting vacation. You get to kind of like experience like a city on a day-to-day basis. But I think that's where I'll stop with like the pros. I kind of maybe want to make a more in-depth video on this topic. I just kind of wanted to talk about it now because it's like fresh in my mind and someone suggested it to me, so I kind of just wanted to discuss it a little bit now, and maybe I'll discuss it a little bit more in the future. So I'll just like start with like top 2 pros, and then I'll do top 2 cons. So for the cons, the first one is that when you move around a lot, you kind of make more acquaintances than you make actual like friends. And of course, yes, I have made friends living in several different places, and there's a lot of people that I would call friends, but there's like people that I've just like worked with or just met in different cities where maybe I would just consider them acquaintances. Yes, they can be amazing people, but we just haven't really made that like friend connection, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's like one of the like cons, where you can kind of just feel like isolated a little bit. So you don't really have like people that you can talk to like on like a friend level. So the second con is on the move, because I was getting eaten by sand gnats and I just had to get away from it. So the second con is that you don't ever really get to set like roots anywhere. You don't get to like invest in property that you want. I have bought a house when I lived in Pennsylvania for maybe like an extended period of time, so I kind of like lied a little bit. I haven't moved like every 1.5 years. I did have like a little longer stint in Pennsylvania while I was buying this house. It really wasn't like a house I like necessarily like wanted to buy. It was just a house that was a good opportunity for us to kind of invest a little bit. But yeah, you don't really get to set like roots necessarily. Like you don't get to like establish like a career if that's what you want. I don't know if I necessarily want a career. Like it's never been like something I've really been interested in. You don't get to make like super like lasting like relationships with people. Yeah, everything that comes into like settling down, I've just never like been that person that has wanted to like settle down. I've always just wanted to be on the go. I don't know if that's because I've done that for a lot of my life. Even when I was a child, I moved around a lot, and I'm just like used to it, and it feels very familiar. But yeah, that's the other con to like moving around a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry if that seemed kind of like confusing. I've like given thought about it, but it's like hard to explain a little bit. Obviously like the pros and cons are pretty like simple, and I really do think I'm gonna make another video about this because I want to think about this like a little bit more. But with all that said, and with the pros and cons aside, like I'm just ready to move again. Like I have that like just like itch to just like go somewhere new, be somewhere else. That's just my personality. Like I always just want to like be on the go. Like I do enjoy living here. Obviously Savannah does have its cons, just like any like living anywhere, but I'm just like ready to move somewhere new. Like I have that just like flight like mentality. I just want to like just like pack up what like I have and just like go. Okay guys, so this is the epic dinner I was talking about. So we got this giant bowl of rice, and we got some roasted chickpeas here, roasted with some turmeric and cumin. We got some red cabbage kraut, some baked sweet potatoes with that dressing that I made on the salad in the last video, which all it is some cashew yogurt, some whole grain mustard, and some date sugar. Then we got some baby bella mushrooms, obviously an avocado, some broccoli rabe for greens, some baby radish sprouts just for kind of just to be there for to be pretty. And then we got some brown basmati rice, and it's all topped with a little bit of red pepper flakes and some hemp seeds. So I am so excited for this meal. It looks amazing. This is one of those meals that you like dream about. It's just, it looks like one of those meals that you would get at a really awesome like vegan restaurant. So I am going to go and devour this absolutely right now. So it is bedtime, guys. I've been spending the last like hour and a half laying on my couch watching some YouTube videos of just other YouTubers traveling, and it's making me want to travel because I was just talking about traveling earlier. So I've just been hanging out here on the couch with Stevie, getting some cuddles in and watching some YouTube. But I'm gonna head to bed now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know about your thoughts on like living in several different places. If you have lived in several different places around the country or the world, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love hearing about people's travel experiences and thoughts all the time. So I'm heading to bed now. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!